advice I'm gonna give you guys while I'm waiting for my colleague to load up, right? So you gotta be selfish, right? I remember growing up where people used to say like, oh, you cannot be selfish in life. You gotta be selfless, right? And as you grow as an adult, right? As you grow as an adult, you learn that you cannot be you can't be selfless, right? Cause there's multiple of times where I did not put myself first, right? I did not put myself first. I put someone else needs, someone else happiness in front of mine. And guess what happened? At the end of the day, I got screwed, right? There's multiple of instances where where I put someone else first, and then at the end of the day, you get screwed because people gonna talk regardless, right? I always tell people this is a phrase I always give myself. I don't know if someone's using that, right? You can't help somebody while you're down with that person, all right? I am sorry. You can't help somebody when you're down, okay? Basically, if y'all in the bottom on the hole, right? You guys are both in the bottom of the hole. The only way how you can help someone from the bottom of the hole, unless they step on you, right? Unless they step on you, for them to get to the top. That's the only way you can get someone else in the same predicament to get ahead of you. They gotta step on you. And what I learned is that I'm not gonna let nobody step on me, right? I better be the one who have things that I want for myself, right? Than me helping someone and then I hope that that person return a favor. I think society have got this thing wrong, bro. Okay, always pick yourself, man. Because at the end of the day, it's you. People gonna talk regardless. I keep telling people out there, people gonna talk regardless, bro. And let me tell you, if you help somebody and you get screwed over, they're gonna be like, oh, you shouldn't help that person. And then if you try to be by yourself, people gonna talk, bro. We have a saying say that you do or you don't do, people must talk. People will talk, okay? It don't matter. For example, if you're poor, they'll be like, oh, this person broke, right? If you're rich, you're gonna be like, oh, that month too cocky, right? People are gonna talk regardless of what situation you find yourself in. So always put yourself first. I am sorry. I'm not putting like I will try to help you when I have the ability to, but I'm not gonna put myself at a risk just to help you. And hopefully you return a favor to me, right? Don't do that type of stuff, guys. I keep telling out there, life, like, let me tell you out there, you have never, ever achieved any, like, most people who are on top, because I read a lot of books who are on top, they don't achieve stuff by being selfless, right? Of course, you're helping someone, but at your own expense, right? At your own reward, a risk and reward, right? That's the first basic about economics when I learned economics, right? This risk and reward to any little thing in life, right? If the risk become way little and the reward, do not do it. I keep telling people out there, always put yourself first. Don't let society pressure you thinking that you can't put yourself first. Because at the end of the day, man, when you leave this earth, people gonna cry about you. They're gonna cry about you. Gonna be like, oh, he was a good guy. He was doing, and people gonna forget about you. Okay, I've buried countless amount of people that I care about, that done a lot of stuff for me. Over like a year or two, memory is just gone, right? Of course, there's some days where I like, my God, I think about those people, but over time, people gonna forget about you, bro. So I always say out there, make sure you always put yourself first, man. Do not jeopardize your own worth or your self preservation for someone else, bro. Always preserve yourself, because when you go on an airplane, right? When you go on an airplane, what do they usually tell you? Put your oxygen mask first before you help somebody. Because sometimes some people try to help someone else, but at the end of the day, you can jeopardize both of you guys. So I always say about it, make sure you constantly put yourself first, all right? Don't listen to what people talk about. People gonna talk regardless, right? Put yourself first, grind. Like right now, I'm back on YouTube. I don't care what people talk about. Oh, this guy's talking a lot. Because people gonna talk, man. So I'm gonna put myself first. I'm gonna be selfish, okay? You can call me selfish how you want to, but I prefer self-preservation, okay? Always I think there's probably a level to it, because selfishness is a whole different stuff. So than self-preservation, but most people kind of mistreat, because I've talked to multiple amount of people who have actually helped somebody, and then at the end of the day, they're the one that end up getting screwed, and that person did not care. People do not care, bro. The only person responsible for you is you, bro. Always remember that the only person responsible for you is you. Don't let nobody convince you that you respond. Don't let nobody do that, because at the end of the day, bro, it's you. Because you're going to be the one that's going to be put down on that hole. You're going to be the person when you get sick. Of course, you want to help people around you. Make sure you be the best person as you can. But at the end of the day, you gotta make sure you always preserve yourself. So that's my little tip right there.